What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James. ReadoptionAgency.com, 21 years selling on eBay. And it's Friday. That means we get to recap a crappy week. Recap a crappy week. Woo! All right. Well, I did notice some changes started to happen yesterday on eBay. So let's see how I even ended up. Where's my performance tab? Not there anymore. Because around 5 p.m. Central to 7 p.m. Central of my time, it seemed like the site was shut down. I mean, everything just kind of stopped for me. And I was just making drafts, and I started getting like pauses in the draft, like delays, like wouldn't load the page and things like that. So I felt like something was going on between 5 and 7, and then I stopped getting the error issue with the search bar that was happening for the last couple of days. So after that, I did not get any of the search issues, so I'm not sure if that was the time they fixed it or not. Ooh. All right. Okay, so nice. So yesterday ended with $682, so almost made it back into the $700 bracket. So definitely a positive there, because I was it was still a struggle yesterday with all the stuff going on. Nice. Did not expect that. So what did I sell yesterday? I made up to 56 items. So definitely good. Organic is still extremely low, but I did put everything. I didn't take the load stuff back off yet on promoted. So I'm going to go in today and check the numbers and decide if I should leave them on, lower that percentage even more, because the low dollars I only promote at like 5%, so where everything else is like at 15%. So I'll go and look at my numbers, reevaluate that. Maybe it's worth keeping it on at 5%. It's hard to get consistent data when the problems kind of on the website kind of dictate what's going, one day is different from the next, or one situation, you could end and relist, and when the site's messed up, it doesn't matter. But when you do it when the site's working, you get a lot more sales. So everything is still up in the air when it comes to like what works right, what doesn't work right in those scenarios like that. So it was a 76-34, 77-23 split. So and today, Friday, we're at 9:30 a.m. At 10, I like to be 150 to 250 when everything's cooking along right. At 10 o'clock, I'm over that 250 mark. So 9:34, I am at $229. So beautiful. Nice start to the day. Hopefully it continues all day. We don't have that midday change that seems like it happens every day, where something in midday just totally, if you're doing good, you start doing bad. If you're doing bad, you start doing good. Like it's an off-on switch feel. So all right. So that is good. Good. So how many items this morning so far? 14 items. So 14 items in the last 7.5 hours. Stark difference from yesterday, right? So feels like it's starting out at least the right way today. So that's a positive. So we're going to go into sales and we're going to recap the week, which is going to be bad. We do Thursday to Thursday, so 11th through the 18th. Yep. All right, for the past week, total sales $5,272, down 12%. Ugly. Ugly. Quantity sold 398, down 12%. Net sales 3,660, down 14%, almost 15%. So, alrighty. Repeat buyers 7, down 50%. One-time buyers 339, down 10%. All right. So, top 5 items sold. Hanging in at number 5 again for the second week is baseball MLB items. So, Cardinal shirts and hats and such coming in at $200, down 10%. So another down for them, but they're starting to heat up now. So hopefully this weekend, hopefully the Cardinal sales will start kicking back in. Clothing, accessories. So men's t-shirts, I think they made the appearance on the list last week. So they are still here at number 4, selling $302 of men's t-shirts, up 45.4%. Going into summer, something like this is like a little tidbit if you pay attention to your numbers. Going into summer, t-shirts selling higher. So if you got t-shirts, get them listed. Number 3, the same as always, cassette tapes. Sold $694 in cassette tapes, up 1.8%. Number 2, still the same, of course. And giving a close run to hats. So music CDs, $946, down 11.8% there. And number 1, of course, is hats, $1,087, down 12%. So I did notice the hats I could tell during the shipping that hats took a beating last week. So why that is, I'm not sure. But I did pop the hats when I ended them and started the promotions again. It wasn't yesterday, right? It was the day before, I believe. Instead of 15, I popped the hats up to 16 just to see if I can get a little kick. So got a decent amount of stack of hats here. So got a nice little array of things too. So I've been liking the diversity. It ain't just all that low dollar media where when it seems like there's issues, that's all I sell. So that is good. So starting out the day good. So hopefully we'll get some cha-chings on the phone today while we're doing this. All right, let's go to YouTube before we get into this and see if we got some wordings to address and talk and questions. So I am 14 subscribers away from 15,000. How cool is that? Thank you guys. That is freaking awesome. Awesome. All right, let's go into comments. Things are bad. Makes me not motivated to list or source. It can be draining, very draining. You have to find that spark that makes you think it will turn around, it will get better, and keep listing. Perfect example of 90s sellers that can't wrap around his head advance. Hold on. I'm trying hard to understand the English language here. Perfect example of 90s seller that can't wrap around his head advanced algorithms. Perfect example of someone who has more problems with the English language than I do, who clearly doesn't watch my videos. That's funny. I love it when people try to slam you and then they can't even do a complete sentence. Gotta love it. You know, I'm so offended by that. Woohoo! got an offer, so I'll take that. CD. Nicene. That has Billy Sheen in it. Accept. Billy Sheen, bass player for Mr. Big, if you didn't know. Also played with David Lee Roth. All right, let's see. What's this? Oh, good Lord. I looked up or tried to look up ceiling fan shades. Guess what I got? Barbie furniture. That search is so jacked, man. My sales come somewhat back when I turned off the international shipping. See, I turned it off and then I turned it back on. I guess it's been 3 days since I turned it back on. And really no change for me either way. But like I said, you have to have no international shipping on your policy in order for that to be on. And I only have that on my heavier shipping items. So like my ones that I do like receivers on, or $34.99 plus basically. So something like that, they got to go through eBay to purchase that because the shipping is going to be outrageous. So pulling stuff that wouldn't sell on eBay over manually. Oh, Macari. I turned off international. I just started on Macari and I'm making just as much over there. Very nice. Pulling stuff that wouldn't sell on eBay over manually. With paying promoted and fees, I make more profit on Macari. Just sad. I like eBay. Macari's app isn't as good. Takes 2 hands to use it, and 1 hand is bandaged up. Try turning off international sales for a while. Yeah, see, I did that. It didn't do nothing for me. The auction professor just tried calling you out in his new video, saying that lack of consistent sales is your items being low value and undesirable. I thought he was more logical than that. I was wrong. Hate it when they talk about James. Sorry, James, you are the best. Well, hopefully he said my name, so he sends some people over my way. I don't worry about what other people say. I don't watch too many channels, so I don't watch his channel, but I don't worry about what people say. I've got 21 years doing this. I'm not worried about what other people's opinion are of my items. I know what my items did, do, and should do. And people who are not on the site 12 hours a day don't see all the little nuances that I see while trying to list, while trying to draft, for that long of a period of time. I see the server errors, the system failures. They literally say it to you. I see all that consistently throughout the day. So the other people who talk, they're not in my shoes, so they can't see what I see. They don't know I can pull out books and show you what I sold in CDs from 2008, 2005. So I've always kept record logs of all my sales. So I know times change, things change, and what have you. But I also know what should be going on right now. So I don't worry about other people. So not my concern. Another one to add to the list: White House black market clothing new with tags. You will get a viral strike from Chico's even though you use your own photos. I have not gotten any from those two yet. I have sold some from those new condition because those are pretty easy to find new. So have to keep an eye on that. Josh says, I have one sale in 6 hours. How can they let this go on for so long? And he has like 13,000 items, I think, in his store. I actually had more sales on Etsy this week than eBay. I have 4 times as many listings on eBay. That's interesting because I could have swore when I walked through the room the other day when Jan was watching the NBA Finals that I heard them mention Etsy was a sponsor. Etsy sponsored NBA Finals. I'm like, wow. So maybe they're stepping up their game. And I know Jan's been pushing to for me to list the stuff on Etsy. So maybe Etsy's one to start paying attention to. Especially if they're going to put money behind advertising and start growing, in other directions to make you feel like it's not just a craft site, basically, homemade type of site. I think if anybody, they probably have the infrastructure and the ability to start really challenging eBay as a whole if they shifted their advertising and their thing to be more like flea market, like I've been saying eBay should, the world's biggest flea market type of thing. I think if Etsy jumped on something like that, they may have a chance to catapult. It's a long shot, maybe not catapult. Start making ground on eBay. How about that? They have the best shot. In my opinion, I think, because they've been around for so long, people know their name, and they probably have the backing, the infrastructure to handle it. So, how do you figure the shipping on international sales when you have no idea what area it'll be sold to? I did eBay auto pay shipping cost to customer before and have been shorted up to $3 on my costs, so I quit international sales. I can't figure that part out, as some were way higher than other countries. What I did was, when I first started, and then I adjusted ever since, but when I first started to set it up, I would get items of, like, you don't pay attention to the item, you pay attention to the weight of the item. So you pick items of different weights, put them on the scale, and I always use Japan. So I would find an address in Japan, I would act like I was sending that item to Japan, and then I'd make notes. Okay, this amount to this amount, since Japan costs this amount. Then I would do it to a place like, say, in UK, blah, 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 to UK, this amount. And what I did at the time is always take the highest price. So I always took Japan's price and did that worldwide. So if it went to UK, went to Japan, went to wherever, it was that price. So that's what I did, would just kind of go by weight, weigh different things, and make notes, and combine your notes and create your policy. So that's how I did it. And now whenever it goes up or down, I just adjust it. So I don't think, every once in a great while, I might lose a little on shipping internationally because I made a mistake, didn't pay attention, whatever the case may be. But other than that, it's pretty smooth sailings. When eBay officially changed some of the categories our listings are in, it made them not visible to the public because of new mandatory things we have to answer, like UPC or click not available. Yeah, see, I checked my item specifics required, and I still got 0. So I guess all the stuff that I have, most of it didn't change. I guess I couldn't even tell you what categories changed, to be honest with you. So, seemed to be fixed. We had the same issue. So that was 13 hours ago. Yeah, so from after 7, I think it was pretty much fixed for me. So that sounds about right. So like I said, it seemed like something was shut down or something wasn't working from 5 till 7, and then everything started clicking a little bit again. So I like that. So I'm curious as to what are the best e-commerce sites to use if I need to start listing somewhere else. Spotify? Question. That's a hard call to make. A lot of people are having, I wouldn't say Shopify, because you have to promote your own store on Shopify, and that costs money. It costs a lot of money to get the traffic eBay gets. But if I was going to, personally, if I started next right now, I would look at Mercari and I'd look at Etsy. That's where I personally would start. And then use something like Lists Perfectly and make it a lot easier to list on those sites. So that's what I personally would do. But as I said, I'm giving it to the end of summer. And as long as I'm making enough to cover everything, I'm going to concentrate on just getting all the stuff I can listed onto eBay first, because when eBay works perfectly, there's no substitute for eBay at all. There's no competition for eBay at all when it comes to this merchandise when the site is smoothly running. So, all right, let's get into some of this stuff. So it has kind of quieted down, didn't it? We've got the 9 o'clock hour. It's 9:51. We've only got 2 sales in the 9 o'clock hour. So kind of slowed down there. So let's get this stuff shipped. And I am pretty sure I'm out of cassette mailers. I thought I had a lot more than that. 0. I guess not. Oh well. All right. All right. Wait for this to update and get it moving. Orders. Way shipping. I know first we're going to have a little, we got a cha-ching. Yay. We got a Disney Gap toddlers hoodie. This does take a little bit longer than it used to. Update. There we go. Alrighty, and this sold for $8. Headed to Danville, Illinois. First class, 8.6. I'm so happy Stamps.com's back. Don't have to deal with all those clicks on Pirate Ship. So much nicer. I was going to say, did you do a scan form? You did. Yes. Alrighty, next up we've got a Nintendo 64 jumper pack. Sold for $6, headed to Baton Beach, Florida. So hopefully today will be a turnaround day. Like I said before, I'm just concentrating on get to 500 because that's where all my bills are paid, my payroll's paid, everything. So if I get to 500, I'm going to be happy, and that's all that matters. Would you stop? Why? Look, if you want to host a video, you can.
Hello, my name is James, and look what sold today. Oh crap, nothing sold. eBay, what is wrong with you? All you do is complain about eBay.
What'd you say?
All you do is complain about eBay.
Would you be nice?
Why? All you want to do is talk about what sells and what doesn't sell, and you just keep going and...
Frozen Bear, Build-A-Bear. Sold for $10, headed to Anderson, South Carolina. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let's turn those feet in, Anna. Oh, you get in there. You get in there. You are not coming out. You are not coming out. All right, we're going 12-5. This is a name brand that you might want to pay attention to. Them Crazy shirts. They usually have just big patterns on them and stuff. But this what I guess hot air balloon. But they have. I've seen a bunch of different ones that go for different values. But this was sold for $22, headed to Greeley, Colorado. So I can fold this, can't I? Should be able to. Why not? Just a shirt. For the future, if you do hear anybody who calls me out, ask them to use my name just in case they don't, and tell them thank you for sending people my way. give them my thanks, even if it's bad, negative, or good, because all press is good press. So if you watch my videos and you want to call me out because you think I suck or something, please go ahead and make sure you put the URL to my channel underneath yours for me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. We've got 2 Dairy Queen pins. Haven't sold any of these in a while. So we got Give Miracles and the Fan Experience Shooting Star. And both together sold for $19.50. Headed to San Fran. San Francisco. San Francisco. I think that was the hardest thing to get over, like the negative comments and stuff on YouTube and what have you. But I think for me, I'm feeling like my old self again, right? Like I haven't, for the last many years, I haven't been able to think me first. With just caring for my dad and then caring for Vern. And thankfully Jan's health's been spot on in remission-ish stuff. So the fact that I've been starting to be able to just worry about myself again and realizing who I am. And I've always had high confidence, thankfully. I don't think if I didn't have that, if I didn't have confidence or somehow I feel I built my confidence myself from younger ages of being bullied and what have you. But not just that. Like in middle school, I used to get bullied 6th and 7th grade until a girl came to my aid. Believe it or not, I mean, I didn't start growing until I was like 14 and first year in high school, right? So I was puny, short hair, little nerdy geek. So I got picked on a lot and bullied a lot. And I wasn't 6 feet tall at the time. I was, like I said, I didn't shoot up till a couple years after that. So I'm this little scrawny guy. And I'll always remember her name. Her name was Faith. A woman, probably 6 foot tall at the time, if not more. Black girl. Her name was Faith, and nobody messed with Faith. And she made sure nobody would mess with me after that. So she watched out for me. So I'll always remember her. And I wish I could find her on social media. I can't remember her last name and stuff, but she was the key, I think, into getting my confidence back, saying, well, somebody cares, right? Somebody cares about me. I'm not just getting treated like crap every day, all day, or, it's not like I felt motivated, like in my household, I wasn't made to feel like a superpower or anything, so I don't know which other way to really put that. But, so I think she was the first person that made me feel like somebody else cares. And that started giving me confidence. And so when I got into high school and I started sprouting, that's when I started doing what Faith did. Anytime I seen somebody picking on somebody else, I'm like, no, stop. I started building my confidence about me and started doing the same thing and sticking up for other people. And that was really I think the catalyst, is that the right word, to get my confidence growing as a human being. And then after that, I took off. And as some friends, well, I don't even know if I can call them friends anymore today. I can't really, because they've done things that they shouldn't have. But people who were friends at the time would say, that I had an ego and stuff. But I always felt it was just confidence. So being able to redirect nowadays and get focused back on me again. When I say something, it's coming from a place where I'm not trying to fool anybody. So I have confidence in everything that comes out of my mouth too, right? Because of what I'm experienced, what I have experienced, whatever the case may be. I have confidence in me. I have confidence in my words. I don't say anything that's going to be iffy. And if I do, I kind of will even acknowledge that. So even with those kind of things, I'm very vocal about, this may or may not be true, but this is how I see it now, or whatever the case may be. So I don't try to put anything out that I don't feel confident in saying. So it just feels good to get back to that feeling again, because when you realize no one's like you, you are an only one, good or bad, good with the bad, how about that? The one thing you can control is be confident in what comes out of your mouth. Be confident with the things that you do, things that you can control. Things that you can change if you don't like a situation. Once you grasp all that, life gets easier, a lot easier. Richard Good plays Brahms CD, so for $450, headed to Bridgman, Michigan.
Sell that stuff.
Everything I say with confidence, and if I do make mistakes, unlike a lot of people these days, I have always admitted to my mistakes, because when you make mistakes, it just means you're learning and growing. So, We got a Coldplay CD, sold for $6, probably free shipping on this one. Headed to Kalama, Washington. See, the only international I see is to Canada. 2 Canadian orders, so it's at least good for Canada, but nowhere else, unfortunately. Next up, I've got this vintage Coca-Cola glass turned into a lamp. Sold for $21, headed to Lakewood, California. Of course, it's going the farthest distance, so there's a greater chance of it getting broke. All right, let's see what I got here. That should work.
Let's wrap it first.
Rub it, rub it, rub it. Rub it, rub it. Let's see how much room's in here. Alright. Ooh, another sale. Keep them coming in. Keep them rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them sales rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rebound. There. Let's go with nice and tight. Nice and tight. Beautiful. Perfection. Unless it comes back broke. Then it's not perfection. All right. Why are you coming off? I am out of tape. Cha-ching. Keep it rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Come on. Ba, 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 ba. Maybe I'll make my thumbnails an advertisement. If you call me out in a video, please use my name. That'd be cool. Maybe, what? That's an idea. Maybe if I can find a way to make the thumbnail an advertisement on top of it attracting people to click on it somehow, some way. I don't have a QR code. Maybe I need to create a QR code. See if that would do anything to my store or something. Okay, let's see here. 210.6. Oh, no, not large package, just package. It's already $15. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. What did I charge for shipping? $11. Let's see, you got 15 by 11 by 7. 15, 11, 7. But let's see. Ground is 1163. Biggity bam. That works. Cha-ching. Keep it coming. Ooh, $34. Nice. 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 Keep that money coming. Go. All right. Next up, we've got get into some hats. We've just got a floral hat. Sold for $9.50. See, that's another thing too. Like, some people see this and they may think, "Well, I don't have sales because of the item." Well, they say it on my YouTube channel. I don't have sales because I've got crappy items or I've got undesirable items. That's what makes me stand out. How many of you are going to buy this and sell it for $9.50? I'm probably the only one with my hand raised right now, right? How many of you, if you don't watch my videos, know that you can buy healthcare items, jackets, shirts, hats, BJC Health Systems, Mercy Health, Air Flight, EMS, all that stuff. Sure, maybe EMS you guys probably know, but healthcare system stuff. How many of those have you seen me move? Pretty good amount. Anytime I get them in, they move. You're not going to know that unless you watch my videos. So, it's not always about finding the collectibles, because my motto has always been, everything is a collectible to somebody somewhere. So I have confidence in everything that's behind me. Air it out, so I want to make sure it did shift it over the tracking number, and that it did. Next up, we've got a VHS. Stories from Ireland. Why am I burping so much today? What did I eat last night for dinner? BLT from Arby's. BLT. Stories from Ireland VHS. Sold for $9. Head to Chicago, Illinois. Do you know you can get a BLT from Arby's? It's not on the menu, but they will make it for you with the Market Fresh sandwiches. Mayo, bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes on their Market Fresh bread. I think it used to be on the menu like years ago. They took it off, but they'll still make it for you. So I don't know if that's part of a secret menu or something. Like some places have secret menus. I don't know, but
they will make it for you.
Adrian usually goes and gets it, or Jan does. I think Jan, the last time Jan went to get one, I guess it was a newer person, she heard over the intercom, "Oh, we don't have that." And then you hear somebody in the back, "Yes, we do." We've got Eric Clapton timepieces 2. So for $6, probably free shipping, headed to Anoka, New Mexico. Anoka. In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, baby. Iron Butterfly cassette. So for $6, probably free shipping, headed to Cottonwood, Arizona. And I think this had a message with it. It doesn't show up on stamps, so I would miss it. Oh, there it is. Thanks, James. Hope you are well and doing fine. Take care and stay safe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don't know if there's a viewer or not. There's just a lot of nice people in the world. So don't listen to your news. Turn off the news channels and you realize how nice the world is. Or should I say you'll realize that it's not as bad as people try to make it out to be. Rick James, Reflections cassette, needs a sponge. Sold for $6.30, headed to National City, California. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. La, 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 la. What is going on? Can I help you? It's a message. The same person. Always weird when same person will message you like 4 times in a row. It's like, why didn't you just type it all in one message? All right. Oh, don't yawn. You're gonna make other people yawn. Next up, we got, are you ready for a hat lot? Yeah. We've got KSU wool hat and Texas A&M hat. This one I just put up yesterday or the day before. Both together sold for $19. Headed to Converse, Texas. Texas. We're at 10:20. Let me see where we're at. Money-wise, we were at $229. We're at $295 now. So $300 by 10:30. That's what it looks like when the site's working. Now if it'll just stay working. All right, now we got a Red Sox hat. Had 2 of these. The other one sold last week or something, I think, or earlier this week. I don't remember. Sold for $11.30. Headed to Bronx, New York. The Bronx. The Bronx. The Bronx. That's my packing music. Bronx, New York today. We've got Table Rock Lake Hot. So for $9.50, headed to Galena, Missouri. Galena, Missouri. Something of that. Some Missouri I don't think I've ever been to. In the sticks, it's you and me, baby. And I ain't no country hick. Whoa, me and the city, we just don't mix. In the sticks, it's you and me, baby. And I ain't no country hick. Me and the city, we just don't mix. The late, great Janie Lane wrote several great albums. Underrated songwriter from the 80s. Couldn't get over the downfall of stardom when your 15 minutes is up. Just couldn't get through that to enjoy the repop that he probably would have today. Colin McFarland. So for $6.30, headed to Wisconsin. And died in a hotel room with, I think, prescription drugs and alcohol, I believe, if I remember correctly. Life can be brutal, man. It's not easy. It's not easy. Okay. So if you made it to where you are today, give yourself a pat on the back. Because you deserve it. Because it's not easy. Not easy. I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm a easy man. Baby, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm a easy man. BJC Health. Sold for $9.50. Staying in the area, St. Louis, Missouri. I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm a easy man. I'm edible, I'm edible, I'm edible. I am free, I am. So come get baby, get me while I'm hot. Hurry, hurry, baby, you can have a lot. Push me over, push me over, push me over. I'm a pushover, babe. Up for grabs, up for grabs, up for grabs. I am up for grabs. Get yourself, I am yours to have. Something like that. You don't need to know the exact words to pull it off. You just got to fake it. Act like you know the words. Insert your own words. Make it your own. That's what it is. It's not faking. It's making it your own. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Alrighty then. Like a club. St. Louis Cardinals hat. Headed to Orlando, Florida. Sold for $9. That's what we need more of. We need more throwback Jim Carrey quotes. Smoking. Let me ask you a question. Ears stop itching. Sinuses stink. Sinuses stink. Come and get me, baby. Get me while I'm hot. All right, we got a couple Canada orders for the next two. So let me update pirate ship. Get that pirate ship fired up. Next up, we've got From the Hoarder Garage, Dragon Ball Z 7 and 8. And I believe these are all good to go. Yeah. Usually on box sets, all you have to check is disc 1. Disc 1's 99.9% of the time the worst looking disc in the set. But we've got the big box set here going to Canada. Come get my baby, get me while I'm hot. Baby. I need to organize my supplies this weekend so I can order Monday. Come get my baby, get me while I'm hot. All right, let me go. Here, 187. And let's do Doom. Use DVD. Yeah, $20.99. That was $21 they sold for. If I didn't say that, don't remember saying it. So. Spent $60 on that whole lot of stuff I bought from there. So I'm well into the profit. Well into the profit. Not even sold the best pieces yet. Haven't even listed the best pieces yet. Here I go again. Not paying attention. Not paying attention. Because I'm broke, man. I can't pay for something I'm broke. Next up, we've got Betty Boop purse. Jan picked this up at the bins. Go Jan. Sold for $20. And handed up to Canada. Come get me, baby. There we go. Perfect. Get me while I'm hot. Baby. You can't handle my. Push me on. Give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut to go. You know, sadly, his day's coming, man. David Lee Roth. He does not look good for his age. Still got a spirit, though. That's good to have. Spirit can take you a long way when you stay in happy mode. Alrighty, we're going t-shirt size. We've got 7'6". We've got purse. 1999. 7'6". The spirits will set you free. Boom, 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 boom. All right, you and you. No, don't do that. I hit the wrong thing. Where is it? Move right there. That's what I want. All right. Where is this hair coming from? It's bothering me, man. We got Tony Basil. Word of mouth cassette tape only. So for $6, headed to Staten Island, New York. that was free shipping on this one. I forget it shows me on this, unlike pirate ship. Da, 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 da. And communication fail. Make sure it put my number over. Yes, it did. Couple left. We've got Under Armour, a nice little stained up hat. Sold for $6. Headed to Brackettville, Texas. Dun, 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 dun. You can't have a lot. Standing 5'8", weighing 436 pounds. Another communication error. What is going on here? What is sending the tracking numbers over? Used to, when it's saying communication fail, it wouldn't send the numbers over. So that's why I check every time, make sure. Oh, I got a True Gather I got to send out today too. Forgot about that. The recipient of this hat is the Carters. So I guess maybe that's their family name. The Carters. And that's Rancho de Chumayo hat. Click off you. Accept. And that's sold for $8. Had to get that shipping address correct. Come with the correctness. Ooh, I wonder if there's any yard sales today. While I go to the post office. 62. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. Well, we can do it all night. And you can make me feel right. Boink. Boink, 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 boink. Boink, 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 boink. Boink, 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 boink. End of day. Prince. My name is Prince, and I am funky. My name is Prince, the one and only. Got a couple of offers here. No, 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 no. Counter offer. Bada bing, baby. Bada boom, bada bing, you know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. What's with all these $5 offers for everything? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No $5. No. No $5. Baby girl. It's a baby girl. All right, we were at $295. And we're still at $295. We're stuck at $295. $295. Let's see if there's any new. What do we got? Ooh, we're a little over an hour. Okay. Oh, one question, I guess. Let's see. First time viewer, is it just you? You have a crew? Solid video. Thanks. 97% me, I guess you could say. 97. Adrian does the daytime shipping at night. What sells during the day, he will ship at night. And then Jan will go to the bins when she feels like buying Christmas stuff for herself. And every once in a while, take some pictures for me. So 97% me, I guess you could say. All right. Boom. Thanks everybody for the love and support. And we are 12 away from 15,000. Woohoo! Thank you guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jive because it only helps the algorithm. Yeah. Like the video. If you made it this far in the video, you probably already liked it. So just because you're awesome. Your awesome dedication is stellar in the world of 30-second attention spans. So I appreciate you. So I will hopefully have some yard sales to go to tomorrow, if not today. And hopefully have some yard sale videos up this weekend. That would be awesome. So, but I will, for sure, unless I die, see you all in the next video. So for me and Courtney, later.